Working with heavy machinery has always carried great risk, whether it's mining, agricultural, or construction equipment. Luck is our greatest ally. The stakes are high, the rewards even higher, and there is no room for mistakes. One wrong move and you're out of the game. Welcome back to another video from Heavy Mining Equipment, where you'll see some of the dangerous jobs these brave men do. So buckle up and let's roll. Mixing wet and hot, and this is what you get. An explosion of molten lava. But why does this happen? Well, that's because when the wet scrap hits the hot furnace, the water instantly turns into steam. This rapid expansion of steam creates intense pressure, causing the molten metal to explode violently. That's why it's crucial to use dry materials, like this guy in the footage. But it's unclear why they don't have some sort of front protective glass on the forklift. Two American legends face to face. Boy, this is gonna be good. Even though the cat is way older than the 950K, I think the fight's gonna be tough, but let's watch. I think the 950K is better, but in our hearts, the old buddy won. The garbage truck is doing its job. The hydraulic arm grabs the plastic bin and dumps the trash into the container. Everything seems normal, but... Did you see it right there? I knew it. But what actually happened? Well, it turned out that the hydraulic line burst, causing hydraulic fluid to spurt up into the air and onto the truck. It caught the exhaust, which ignited a fire. The fire didn't last long, but it was large enough for the driver to jump out as if he were shooting a movie. This is a 52-ton Volvo L350F loader, and this is a 100-ton marble block. Now guys, tell me, how crazy and skilled you have to be to drag a block that's twice as heavy as you up a slope on two wheels? It reminds me of some kind of crazy ant. If the guy in the previous clip was crazy, I think this one is a lunatic. Although I think the guy filming from below the 52-ton loader isn't any better. Friday, April 23rd, 2021. Tepezl Quarry in Mexico. These poor people weren't even aware that they could have been buried under hundreds of tons of material. What happened is that the slope gave way due to the soft and loose material, burying the machines. Luckily, the drivers managed to escape just in time and save themselves, while the machines suffered minor damage. And this is footage from the same mine, and we can see how it looks, only on a much larger scale. But what is it that almost cost these people their lives? Well, it's Tepezl, a natural mineral that is lightweight and low cost, often used in construction and horticulture. Its porous structure facilitates aeration and capillary movement of water, making it ideal for mixing with other substrates in agriculture and gardening. Due to its white color, Tepezl is also suitable for use in decorative and architectural projects. So, from my point of view, someone has to die just so that someone in California can have a nice garden. Man, this is so wrong. When it comes to the machines, unlike the truck, the excavator suffered more damage. Broken windows and dents on the body, which aren't major damages overall, but the trauma for these people will last forever. Anyway, let's take a look at how the process of recovering the excavator went. little grease would be nice. Yeah, and it's not that bad after all. Just a new set of windows, a bit of paint, some buffing, and a little engine cleaning, and it's good to go. $55-ton XCMG crane tipped over onto its counterweight, likely due to a snapped cable, causing the crane to lose stability. Very unpleasant situation. And these guys could definitely use a crane. This is a marble quarry in Pakistan, and if you're wondering how your marble tiles make it to your kitchen, well, now you know. In less developed countries where safety isn't a top priority, tragic accidents often occur, and profit is always valued more than the lives of workers. Loading marble rocks at high altitudes isn't a big problem. The real issue occurs when they need to be transported from high peaks to the craftsmanship workshop. And for that, you need experienced drivers and the most beautifully decorated truck. Brakes are not important. Nah, just kidding. To avoid tipping over due to the heavy load, the driver uses a well-known back-and-forth technique, avoiding sharp turns. Let's watch how they do it. And this dude definitely has no problem how to transport large rock from high peak. He transported a rock the size of a van into a 400-meter deep hole in a matter of seconds. That was nice and smooth. But it would have been awesome if it fell into the lake, created a mini tsunami, and flooded the mining pumps. January 18th, 2018. Immerath, North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany. At first, I thought they were demolishing an illegally built structure, but then I realized it was a 19th century church. But why do Germans so easily demolish their historical heritage, a nation that strongly values preserving historical and cultural monuments? Well, the answer is renewable energy, or lignite. Designed by Erasmus Schiller in 1888 in the neo-Romanesque style, the Church of St. Lambertus, better known as Immerather Dom, was torn down by excavators to make way for the expansion of an open-pit coal mine operated by the RWE Energy Company, headquartered in Essen. The town of Immerath and its church were located in a coal-rich area, and Germany's energy industry had long relied on lignite as a source of energy. Due to the mine's expansion, the residents had to relocate, and many historic buildings, including the 19th century church, were demolished. The demolition of the church sparked controversy and protests, as the Immerather Dom was a significant cultural and religious monument, and many people were shocked. Generally, Germany has a strong tradition of preserving historical and cultural landmarks, including churches. So this case was unusual because economic interests related to energy took precedence over cultural heritage preservation. On one hand, the demand for energy and the exploitation of resources like lignite played a major role in Germany's energy policy, especially before renewable energy sources became more dominant. On the other hand, decisions like this often spark debates between economic needs and the preservation of history. Oh, fun fact. Do you want to know who owns RWE? Well, Qatar Holding with a stake of 9.1%, followed by U.S. asset management company BlackRock with 6.3%. It seems that wherever oil or weapon money appears, there is no luck for the locals. It's so sad to watch. I mean, I love heavy equipment, but tearing down such beautiful historical heritage is just heartbreaking. Meanwhile, in Bangladesh, or God knows where, when there's nothing smarter to do, at least they're having fun. Nice presentation, guys. A powerful cargo winch powered by the dozer's hydraulic system makes it easy to pull heavy vehicles, making this 15-ton D6N look like a toy. And the max line pull for the H-110B Bear drum is 55 tons, which far exceeds the weight of the bulldozer.
Get over here! What?
No freaking way. Shan 2 playing with Cat. Haters will say that the SM-816 is equipped with a Weichai engine. .610 horsepower at 1,800 RPM, weight of 74 tons. And equipped with a blade capacity of 8.5 cubic meters is more than enough to push this massive 170-ton XCMG dump truck. Yes, the real beauty from Japan, the Komatsu D375A-8 bulldozer. Jeez, this will seriously leave psychological consequences for Fantoners. This is the most minor plane accident, with no casualties or injuries. It happened in India when an Air India plane came crashing down next to a busy airport. The plane was being moved by a giant 200-ton crane, which suddenly collapsed next to Hyderabad Begumpet Airport in India. Local officials said the 70-ton Airbus A320 aircraft, which was not in service, was being moved out of the airport to the Air India Training Academy when the crane's bar bent, causing it to topple over and take the plane down with it. The aircraft crashed on the boundary wall of a private property, leaving both the crane and the aircraft severely damaged. Fortunately, no one was injured in this incident. Meet the C-SPAN Survivor, a self-dumping log barge. A specialized vessel used in the logging and timber industry for transporting large quantities of logs by water. Its primary feature that sets it apart from other barges is its ability to self-dump the logs without the need for external equipment or manual labor. But how does it manage to tilt so much to the side and catapult all those logs without sinking? Well, the barge is equipped with a hydraulic system that tilts the entire deck, allowing the logs to slide off into the water or onto land. This makes unloading logs faster and more efficient compared to traditional methods, which require cranes or manual labor. In practice, it works like this. When the barge's ballast tanks are full, the operator transfers the water from the ballast tanks to the tipping tanks by remote control from the tugboat. And after approximately 80 minutes, when the barge reaches an angle of 28 degrees, the operator shuts down the ballast transfer and opens the sea chest to pump water directly into the tipping tanks till it catapults its massive load. C-SPAN Survivor can carry a massive amounts of logs. We're talking about 15,000 tons of wet logs, making it ideal for remote logging operations where water transport is more practical than road transport. The capacity of such vessels often depends on their size and design, but it can range from hundreds to thousands of tons of logs. This amazing scene can be seen in Ladysmith, British Columbia, Canada, and in areas like Alaska or Scandinavia, where self-dumping log barges like this are a practical solution for transporting timber. A Sky Crane heavy-lift helicopter accidentally dropped its cargo, a building HVAC cooling unit valued at over $100,000. The heavy cargo narrowly missed landing on crew members below. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but the street was significantly damaged in the incident. The investigation will determine whether the pilot dropped the load on purpose due to overloading or if it was an accidental release. Guess the country. Wrong answer only. And, again, wrong answer only. I've worked in mining for 16 years and have never seen anyone in my life spread 230 tons of gravel so smoothly at full throttle with a 170-ton massive truck like this guy. This is literally like laying down a carpet. One second of disregard is enough to end up like this 130-ton heavy ballast truck. November 18th, 2020. Kachkanar Mining and Processing Plant, Sverdlovsk region, Russia. The most frightening thing that can happen to a truck driver: tipping over the edge. This poor guy had no idea that the safety berm would give way and that he would end up 30 meters below. According to witnesses and as shown by security cameras, the accident occurred when the driver came to the edge of the dump site to unload. Likely due to the soft material, the edge gave way, causing the truck to tip over and catch fire. The guy in the loader nearby saw the edge suddenly collapse and noticed that the driver tried to jump out of the cabin, but was pulled down by the force of inertia and fell along with the truck. Fortunately, the driver sustained only minor injuries and was released from the hospital after treatment. A special commission has been formed at the mine to investigate the causes of the incident. But in my opinion, there was a major maintenance failure of the dump site since the edge was made of soft material, and the driver made a crucial mistake by getting too close to the edge. High-tech Class Zirion versus the old Soviet Kirovets from the 70s. I don't think the fight will be fair, but let's watch anyway. I think things would be completely different with this beast. What's so important that this guy is trying so hard to climb a 45-degree slope? Well, let's watch and find out. finally made it, but what's it all about? Well, this is all about a wildfire that is raging uncontrollably across the land. But how can bulldozers help stop the fire? Basically, they use their blade to clear everything in their path along the fire's edge, creating a buffer zone between the fire and the surrounding environment, saving countless wildlife species and people's property. So a big thanks to these guys who, alongside the firefighters, risked their lives.
They probably need to take that other plank where we started.
But enough with the crazy accidents. To wrap things up, we'll leave you to enjoy footage of this old PH rope shovel, a machine that's been digging precious metals in our mine for decades. Oh, did you notice the trailing cable is tied to the counterweight? Oh yeah, I have a lot of experience with that cable. Well guys, we tried our best to analyze some of the serious accidents and interesting moments from around the world and from our mine. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Until next time, stay safe and don't do anything stupid.